when I'm walking in the streets and I see people staring at me, it's very non-verbal communication, and you can tell from the way they look at you that there's something inside their head that's going on that's not innocent at all. My concern is that I don't know when those thoughts are going to turn into action, and I don't know when or who is going to turn those thoughts into action. That really bothers me when I walk in the streets, and it makes me extremely uncomfortable. And to a certain extent, that sometimes it makes me not want to go out. Like I dread going out sometimes, and that's every day. I feel like in Delhi, in general, people are more aggressive. So for that reason, it's probably worse in Delhi than it is in Bangalore. However, I've had my fair share of experience in Bangalore as well. But then again, I've been in Bangalore for just like 4 months. I was in Delhi for 8 years, so there's a huge difference. I was living in a PG in North Delhi. It was just me in the PG, like every other girl went home. And one night I came home late because I was working late, around 10:30. And I went to bed, I woke up around 2:30, and I found like a dark figure on top of me, and I like fought real hard. And it was quite a struggle, and somehow I was able to like get him off of me, turn on the lights. Turns out it was the guard of the PG, and we fought like really hard again, and he ran out the door, and I locked myself inside. He had the keys to the door, so which is why I was able to get in. And I called the landlady, tell her that this is what happened. I called the police already, and then the police already was on their way, but I also called the landlady saying this is what happened. I explained to her what happened, and she said maybe we should ask him, which I think was unnecessary, and he obviously was pretending to be sleeping, and she asked him in Hindi, like, you know, what are you did you do that? What she's saying that you're doing to her? He said no. So she turned to me and said, see, he says no, you're dreaming this entire thing. And then I was creating a lot of commotion, and the landlady's family, they came out, and then her son told me to not go to the police because the next day in a magazine and then the news would come out saying that there's this northeastern girl who's been molested, and then your name is going to be tainted, no one's going to want to marry you, and your entire life will be ruined. So you're basically setting yourself up for failure if you go to the police. And I said, no, I'm still going to the police. And the landlady turned to me and said, well, you northeastern ladies, this is who you are. I mean, you invited upon yourself. It's the way you dress, the way you talk, how you live. Nothing made sense to me, but I decided to file the case anyway. I did. But even after the accused got out on bail, he was stalking me, and I had a hard time finding places to live in. I keep moving addresses. It's going to be 4 years, and the trial hasn't even really started yet. The charge has only been recently filed. And even in a court, one thing that concerns me is that I can't charge the landlady or any of those people for discrimination basis the race, because we don't have any laws to prosecute someone for discriminating someone based on their race. So even with that, even for just sexual assault, I mean, it's 4 years and nothing's happening.